What a week it's been. But in the good news department of this week, our new labyrinth has been constructed and it's beautiful. You'll find it on the southeast side of the property near the Memorial Garden and the Pet Memorial Garden. We haven't completed the landscaping, but the labyrinth itself has been built. And so despite the cold, I encourage you to take some time and walk the labyrinth. The labyrinth is an ancient pattern found in many cultures around the world. There are circles with moving lines through the circle as you walk this path. The designs were found on pottery, on tablets, on tiles, and they date back about 5,000 years. Many patterns are based, as I said, on spirals and circles that mirror nature. In Native American tradition, the labyrinth is identical to the medicine wheel. In the Celtic tradition, labyrinths are like a never-ending circle. It's also known as Kabbalah in mystical Judaism. When you walk the labyrinth, you're not walking a maze because you come in the same way you go out, unlike a maze where you come in one side and go out the other. You are instead walking an ancient path designed to connect mind, body, and spirit through a contemplative walk. And there's no right or wrong way to walk the labyrinth path. You simply take a moment at the entrance to quiet yourself, take a deep breath, and start to walk. The path takes you to the center where you can pause and reflect, and then you return the same way you came in. The entrance becomes the exit. So we have some new beginnings, but we also have endings. Most notable, we've come to the end of the season after Pentecost. Advent begins in 2 weeks, and it's also the end of this glorious run of fall weather. What a beautiful fall we've had. The trees were stunningly colorful. The sunny, warm days, warm but not hot, were luxurious. My garden was still producing vegetables up until this week when I pulled everything before the freeze hit. And now we are also coming to the end of our Baptized for Life program. We have one more dinner on Thursday night, and it's going to be a night of celebration. So I encourage everyone to come and just have a nice time, have a nice dinner. And we're celebrating the impact that Baptized for Life has had on this congregation, influencing the evolution from becoming and being a community-centered church, which we thought of ourselves that way for many, many years, to becoming, we're just becoming, an intercultural community center. We're also coming to the end of this year's budget season, and we're going to be working on building the budget for 2023. We began this year anticipating a staggering $80,000 deficit. So it's absurd almost that we have all this money in the bank, but we are running this staggering deficit budget. Now it looks like the deficit will be less than 80,000, something closer perhaps to 70,000, but it's still a huge deficit. So rebuilding is happening, but it's a slow process. And we know that the operating budget of churches, including our congregation, can no longer be sustained by pledge income alone. And so we're working to create opportunities for additional sources of income. But pledge income will remain critically important. It's the way in which each one of us commits herself to this congregation, to its livelihood, to you and to me and to each other. It's the pledge that will help pay the staff, that will maintain the day-to-day upkeep, that will pay the utilities on the building and maintain the property. And it's most importantly, it's the way that we're going to ensure, and we are working to make an impact on the world around us in a faithful way. Now our impact may be small, just one small endeavor to create opportunities for networking between the many groups in Dearborn, to provide a place for people to have a home for their work, to be present in Southeast Michigan, and even a presence in the world, as we learned last week when we held our Palestine-Israel conversation, that we are working everywhere in many ways to make the world a better place, a world that looks more like God's imagination for us. Scripture reminds us that life is like walking a labyrinth. Labyrinths are currently being used worldwide as a way to quiet the mind, recover a balanced life, and encourage meditation, insight, self-reflection, other reflection, reflecting on others and their importance in the world, stress reduction, and to discover innovation and celebration. They are open to all people as a non-denominational, cross-cultural blueprint for well-being. And the practice of labyrinth walking integrates the body and the mind with the spirit. Walking a labyrinth helps the mind unwind. Walking a labyrinth is moving meditation. Walking a labyrinth can be a form of prayer or inspiration or even invitation to discover the answer to a problem if you keep your mind open to the creative ideas that might rise up while you are walking the labyrinth. You can walk it slowly or not so slow. It doesn't matter if your mind is racing or if you can slow your mind and be present to the steps and the sounds that surround you. You can walk it alone or with someone else. You can walk at different paces. Walking a labyrinth is an invitation into creativity.